Today, what was the quirkiest business story of the last 12 months? Welcome to the Fast Five by Fear and Greed. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Morning, Michael.
Good morning, Adam Lang.
Good morning, Michael.
All right, in just 5 minutes, we are going to each put forward what we think was the quirkiest business story of the last 12 months, and then we're going to pick a winner. Sean, I know you love a good quirky story, so this better be good. What have you got?
I'm sure you like this one too, because this is about one of the few birds in the world that does actually wave, which we know you like. It's all about Big Bird, Sesame Street's least controversial character, I suspect. During 2021, he got into all sorts of trouble after tweeting that he'd gotten his COVID vaccination. Now, that's after the Pfizer shot was approved in the US for children between 5 and 11, and the crowd at Sesame Street decided that Big Bird should tweet that he's been vaxxed. Now, it sounds to me just good public health campaigning, but Texas Senator Ted Cruz declared it to be propaganda for 5-year-olds. One Fox News commentator said Big Bird was brainwashing children. In fact, many Fox News commentators said it was quite outrageous. But did you know Big Bird's been encouraging vaccinations for decades? In fact, he supported measles vaccinations back in 1972. That is the quirkiest business story of the year. Adam?
So that is a ripper, but I think I've got one that's even more quirky. And now, we are not a financial advice show. Get your own financial advice. But what we've seen this year in people's appetite to invest is probably two big themes, and they're both quirky. One is the disposition of Australian money to find a home in overseas investments. Like, there's so much money in our system, in our country of investments, that a lot of it's looking to go overseas. And within that, there's been this study that reveals amongst young people investing, they're looking not just at Australian brands and the companies that are here, but the international brands. And perhaps it's something because they see it in the Instagram life, but the amount of young people investing in Tesla has been phenomenal this year, and it's just so quirky.
Okay, that is a good story. There is something about you referring to the Instagram and young people.
Or perhaps the Instagram machine and young people.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, I'm going to bring this one home with the absolute quirkiest story of the year. It is the extraordinary amount of cash that Australians have been squirreling away over the last 12 months. The thing that makes this so quirky and so unusual is that it's happened in spite of the pandemic, and there's been a real aversion to handling cash. Yet, the Reserve Bank estimates that we've got somewhere between $50 billion and $75 billion stashed away. I don't know where it is, under the mattress, in the roof, in a shoebox in the cupboard. I don't know. It's not in my house, but apparently it is tucked away somewhere in the country. The value of banknotes in circulation has increased by 20% since the start of the pandemic. Clearly, people think that with interest rates so low, the money's better off at home. I tell you what, though, come June 30, the tax man is going to have an absolute field day cracking down on the cash economy, because there is plenty of cash sloshing around out there.
That's not bad, actually. I do quite like that one. Can I actually add another one? I'm not allowed, but I'm going to. I love the story that Cochlear, the hearing implant group, did so well during the pandemic and lockdowns, because all these people had to wear masks. And suddenly, when you wear a mask, you can't lip read, and you realise how poor your hearing actually is. So Cochlear had a great time during the pandemic because people were wearing masks thinking, oh, actually, I can't hear anywhere near as well as I could. They were unconsciously lip reading. I'm going to add that in as a second quirky story from me.
That's not bad. Adam, would you like to decide the winner? And in doing so, there is a judgment there that you won't win this.
A concession indeed. Okay. I have to say they're all good. Big Bird, Cochlear, cash under the bed. But just for how surprising it was and how pervasive it is, cash under the bed for me, 50 to 75 billion stashed away, has to be the winner.
Thank you.
Quirkiest story of the last 12 months.
Well done, Michael.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Michael.
That's it for this morning. Make sure you've hit follow or subscribe on the podcast so that you get the next episode automatically. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast Five by Fear and Greed.